Good morning, morning. Yeah, had a nice sleep. Now, just gonna fly the drone a bit, eat some breakfast, and then be off to our next stop. Such a beautiful place. There's a lot of trees and you can hear the water, and yeah, just look at a beautiful waterfall. That's
after getting some drone footage. Philip had to show me where he's previously pitched up his tent and camped for the night when he didn't book into the lodge. Yeah, very nice spot next to the river. You can just imagine hearing the water right through the night. Yeah, underneath this little thatched roof, he pitched his tent and yeah, had a nice stay. This is one of his favorite places in Lesotho, and they're very accommodating as well, friendly staff.
okay. Morning, morning.
Morning, how are you? Good, thank you. Morning.
But a chilly morning.
Very chilly.
Yeah.
After a quick morning excursion, it was time for a very, very welcoming breakfast. It was served here in a local restaurant, and after that we were set for the day.
Okay, Philip.
Right.
Okay. See you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you for the breakfast. Okay. Yeah. klipbruis.
From what I understand from older travelers, this pass was called God Help Me Pass not for nothing. It was a horrendous piece of road, and today it's a wonderful tarred road, and we could cover a distance which would take hours and minutes.
Hello.
One of the pleasures of driving in Lesotho, all these mountain passes, is it's totally uncongested, and it seems like we have the whole road for ourselves. And yeah, there's a lot of development after the Highland Water Scheme in Lesotho. You can see electricity lines and yeah, some development as well. A country with a lot of potential. After the turn-off from the main road, we took a little detour to the Mohale Dam wall, which is the second largest dam in Lesotho currently, and which forms an integral part of the Lesotho Highland Water Scheme.
Philip.
Yes.
And this dam?
Yeah, this is the Mohale Dam, and if I understand it right, it's phase 2 of the Lesotho Highland scheme, where South Africa make an agreement with Lesotho to provide them with electricity, and we get the water towards Gauteng. But I don't know whether phase 3 and 4 was taken over by the Chinese. I always wonder why, but I think they got some leverage then on South Africa. traces of the Chinese involvement is everywhere to be seen, like this solar paneled street lamps and a beautiful stadium that they built for them, and changing the landscape slowly but surely here in Lesotho. We finally make it to Tabatseke through a lot of rainstorms that we had to negotiate. It's also a perfect place to stock up on some provisions, including some data. The only problem was that the dealer only had 5 lottie vouchers. So to cover 500 Rand, we had to do almost 100 transactions. And I had enough time to explore the shop in the finest of details while poor Carl had to pull the transaction through. This is also the end of the tar road, and with the rain that coming in constantly, the doors start opening up for a lot of adventure riding.
Yeah, and after hitting the dirt roads with our heavy bikes, fully kitted in the muddy conditions, it kept on raining, made it quite tricky for us and slow going. We still had quite a few kilometers to go. Yeah, it was also very entertaining to see how the taxis optimize every inch in the cars to transport passengers and normally get the most out of a trip that they can.
with the weather that was clearing up nicely and a river that presented itself to us, make for a perfect spot to enjoy lunch before we engage for our last stretch or leg for the day. With a great day of biking, our daylight hours finally start to run out, and we had to make a decision where we would set up camp for the night. It's always a bit tricky if you're next to a river in the mountains. It's always nice to stay as close as possible to the water, but with flush rains, the water can pick up very, very easily and take everything with it. So we had to compromise on the distance from the water and as high as possible place to set up. We still got a few kilometers to Tawatseke to cover, so we thought, well, it would be better to set up camp, and we found this wonderful spot that really ticked all the requirements for the night.
After a quick discussion, we made the decision to look a little bit further, and our original spot that we drive past, I think will be more suitable for us. Yeah, just off the road, a little bit out of sight and close to the water, nice level place to pitch up your tent. This is also going to be my first time pitching up this tent, so everything happened so quickly to get this trip organized, and luckily I do have a tent. I don't need to share it with Philip, but yeah, so I could at least have my own tent, but this is also now figuring out the setup.
daai kant. Okay, this is where we camp.
Thank you so much for sharing in today's adventures here in Lesotho. Please like, subscribe and share. That will help us to grow the channel, and we look forward to share our next adventures with you.